Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing a huge haul of a bunch of new makeup that I bought recently. I hadn't done a huge haul in a few months and I was just feeling kind of bored with my current collection, so I wanted to try out some new things, and I also wanted to try out some stuff that I had seen hyped other places on YouTube. So a lot of these were kind of influenced by other YouTubers and things like that, but if you want to see what new makeup I've got recently, then please keep watching. So I bought mainly from the drugstore, Sephora, and Morphe, which I'm really excited about. So we'll start out with base products, and the first thing I bought I think was probably the only justified thing in this haul. And this is the Supergoop Invisible Setting Powder. It's 100% mineral and sweat resistant and has SPF 45. This is one of those things that comes with a brush, the powder in the bottom, and you kind of hit the brush and the powder comes out, as you can kind of see. So this I bought because I'm going to be traveling in about a week, and I wanted this to kind of reapply SPF throughout the day. I'm really into SPF. I wear SPF throughout the day, but when you're traveling and kind of sightseeing all day, you might need kind of a top up of your SPF, and I'm super fair, so I'll burn easily. And because of all the skincare I use, my skin is kind of even more susceptible to burns, and I don't want to darken any of my acne scars. Anyway, SPF is super important to me, so I got this, and I got this in the translucent shade. They also have a few that are like more skin tony shades, but I think translucent's just easier because I can kind of put it on all over my face and I don't have to worry about it like kind of changing the coverage or color of my foundation too much. So I'm super excited about this, and I'll definitely be packing this on my trip. And then I'll quickly mention one other powder that I purchased, and this was the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. And to be quite honest, I'm not the biggest fan of the Maybelline Fit Me range. The foundation and the concealer just never like were my favorites. I mean, I don't like dislike them, they just never, like, people rave about them like they're kind of their favorite holy grail from the drugstore, and I have other holy grails from the drugstore. So anyway, the Fit Me range is just one that I'm not super into, and I had never even noticed this loose powder before, but I recently discovered someone on YouTube named Maddie Bernard, and she talks about this all the time and uses this as her under eye setting powder. It's actually what I have used as my under eye setting powder, and I kind of baked some other areas of my face today as well using this, and this is super beautiful. I got the shade 10, which is Fair Light, and there's one lighter than this which probably would have been better for me because it would have highlighted a little more, but this shade is a little more true to my skin tone, so it kind of just gives a plain set, not so much a highlighting bake. But so far I really like this. And then to go along with that powder, everyone's been raving about this. This is the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Foundation. It is supposed to have 24-hour wear. I have not tried this yet, but this is in the shade 110 Porcelain, and everyone's raving that this is just like the most long-lasting foundation ever, and I can't wait to see if it's true. I'll also just quickly mention that I picked up a L'Oreal True Match in the shade N3. I've been using this for a little bit, and you might have seen it in videos already, but I bought this because this is the nice shade for me when I'm tanned. I've stopped tanning, so I don't really need it anymore, but this is just my favorite Holy Grail drugstore foundation, and I didn't have it in my collection, so when I needed one that was kind of going to work for me and match my tan, I just went for an old standby. Okay, and one final foundation is the one I'm most excited about, and this is the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I got mine in the shade Gobi, which is L3, I think that's light 3. And this is another one that everyone has been raving about, saying it's super long lasting. That's what I'm wearing today. I bought this also for my trip to kind of see if this is going to be a great long wearing one for like those long travel days, long sightseeing days. And NARS foundations in the past have kind of done me dirty, so I'll wait till I've tried it out a little bit more and then give you my final verdict on this. But I'm super excited about it, and I'm really hoping that it becomes kind of like holy grail status. And I've been in a little bit of a funk with primers lately. There's not really one that I like, and there's a few that I use regularly and I'm trying to use up, but there's just not one that I'm in love with at the moment. And I saw Alex Garza talking about this in some older videos. This is the Origins Original Skin Pore Perfecting Cooling Primer with Willowherb. And I also really like Origins because it's one of the cleaner brands at Sephora. It has that little green logo on it. So I feel really good about putting this on my skin. You apply this after your skincare, right before your makeup. And today was my first day trying this, and it comes out in this crazy foam that kind of like tingles and feels like ice. It's like really strange. I've never tried any product like this, but I'll report back on this as well. I'm going to keep trying it out and using it every day, and I'm just excited to find a healthy primer that hopefully does what it says and refines pores. Now on to some more fun lip products that I got at Sephora. These were two more Alex Garza inspired purchases. I won't even lie, I just get sucked into these YouTube vortexes and then I have to buy everything they suggest. So the first thing is the Lancome Le Lip Liner in the shade Ideal, and that's also what I'm wearing on my lips today, along with this, which is the Laura Mercier Velour Extreme Matte Lipstick in the shade Vibe. And this on its own like looks like it's going to be kind of like a nice nudie neutral color, but because I'm so fair, it does come off kind of like a strong like tanny rosy shade, and same with this. So as you can see, this is kind of the color combination on my lips. These two go well together perfectly, and I really like the formula. It's a nice matte formula. It did kind of dry out my lips slightly. I've worn this Laura Mercier lip color for a few days now, but it's not too bad. Like, my lips aren't like flaking off at the end of the day, they're just slightly dehydrated, so I would probably just apply a gloss over this for everyday wear. But I really like the formula. It's super long lasting. The day I got this, I wore it, and then I wore it through lunch and for a few hours after that, and it looked like I had still just applied it. So far I'm really impressed with this. And then everyone and their mother got the PR package, I felt like, for the Lancome La Absolute Lacquers. So I had to try one. I ended up picking the shade 306, which I think is called Rosy something. And this is like the really nice, just kind of plain pinky rosy shade. This was the most like wearable one in my opinion for the kind of looks that I go for. So this is the shade I tried out of this, and I'll report back on this as well, but I'm super excited. Everyone's hyping these up, and they're kind of like multi-use. You can just put on a light wash of color or build it up to get a really intense, strong, like full-on lacquer on your lips. And then one more lip product was something from the drugstore that you also might have seen in videos already. This is the L'Oreal Color Riche Shine in the shade 110 Shining Peach. And this is just a really nice, like, similar shade. I mean, I always just kind of pick something in this tone, but this one's a little more peachy. There was a rose one that I actually wanted to try that they were out of, but when I bought the foundation, it was like buy one, get one 50% off, so I just had to pick a lip product to go with this. So I ended up going with this one, Shining Peach, and it's really nice. This formula, I would say, is super comparable to the YSL, like, circular lipsticks that everyone loves. So that was it for makeup products. Then just a few brushes from Morphe I checked out. First of all, I tried to buy their beauty sponge, the red one with the flat edge that everyone uses to bake, but I went in store and they told me that those had been like recalled or something. They had a manufacturing issue, so that was kind of disappointing, so I didn't end up picking that up. But I did get 4 brushes, and I actually used them all for the first time today while doing my makeup, and I'm pretty impressed so far with how soft they are. The first one is the Morphe M501, and this is just a little tapered highlighter brush. I kind of wanted a smaller, more precise highlighter brush, and I wanted something that I could use with kind of loose highlighters that wouldn't be as huge as like my big fan brush or something. So I picked up that one. And then these two are kind of like the same. Like, why did I need both? Probably not. But this is the Morphe R2 and the Morphe R7. So the R2, this is the one that Jaclyn Hill recommends as her favorite bronzer brush. It just looks super beautiful. I just felt like this would be a great, like, versatile brush. Even if it didn't work out for bronzer, I could probably use this for all over powder. And I just felt like this one would really kind of carve out and do some nice contouring. But then the R7, I've heard some other people talk about, and this I bought because I was just really hoping it was going to be a dupe for that large Tom Ford bronzer brush. It has the same kind of bristles, it has a similar shape, just not quite as big. And what I did today was I used this to apply contour and then this to apply bronzer on top to kind of diffuse it out. So, I mean, they're totally different even though they're exactly the same. And then the final one I picked up, this was something that I was really kind of missing in my collection. I don't have a brush like this. This is the Morphe Y1. And this I use for kind of wiping away any baking. You could also set with this. I used to have the Real Techniques blush brush that was shaped like this but bigger. And that one has since seen better days and is gone. And right now I'm also using the La Mer powder brush, which has a similar shape but again is way huger. So you can't really use this to wipe away like specific baking areas. So this I bought for that purpose, and it's super soft, and so far it's working good. Alright, and that's it for my huge makeup haul. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing everything that I got. If you like any of these products, please let me know in the comments down below how you feel about them. I'd also love any more recommendations of something that you think that I would like or that I absolutely need to try. As always, I'm uploading 2 days a week on Monday and Thursday, so please subscribe if you haven't already so that you don't miss my next video, and thank you so much for watching.